Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a breakdown of my track Have I Been Brave. It's a mix of synth pop, alternative rock and maybe even a bit of industrial. Some people heard dance vibes, others called it indie rock, so I thought I'd show you how it all came together and you can decide for yourself. We'll be going stem by stem through the synth layers, percussion, vocals and effects. So if you're into production or just curious about how songs get built from the ground up, stick around. The kernel of this song came to be in my sleep, this synth melody. Simultaneously or shortly after, I overheard also some percussion elements. This idea is what interested me the most, that contrast between the airy, emotional synths and a very mechanic, sort of ruthless kind of rhythm. Next thing was adding some dressing up for the sequence, with new synth layers kicking in from the second round on. For a long time, those little bits were the only thing I had. In order to develop the song, I started to play jam sessions. Generally, I improvise for a while, then return to the motif, then back to improvise. Once I finished a session, I let it cool down, and later I cherry-picked the parts that I liked. And here is the main chord progression I finally settled on. And here is the fleshing out with different synth layers. The electronic drums were one of the foundational elements, and the whole concept of the song requires that they are very repetitive, so composition-wise they didn't take much effort. As for the sound, I was looking for something very artificial, very robotic. Finally, after abusing lots of limiters and compressors, I got the very tight and distorted sound I was looking for. Then during the rest of the sessions, I was like, let's not touch the drums, we got it, let's not mess around with it. However, as the song got longer, at some point I thought it could be a good variation to also have some organic drums, more in a rock style, to join at the chorus. Drums are my least favorite part of production, and having two sets instead of one was a bit of a challenge, but I'm happy with what the element brings to the vibe of the song. The lyrics evolved from the sentence of the title. I thought of someone asking, have I been brave? I think it established already a particular tone and vibe, maybe like an inner meditation that was worth exploring. As another influence in those days, I guess I heard some Bob Dylan lyrics that went, what is it that you wanted? Was it important or was it not? And that made me realize the power of that simple word, not, used in the right context. You say that word and you don't need to give a lot of details or describe consequences. It's like you leave to the listener to complete the whole picture. It evokes a lot with one single word, which I thought was very powerful. These lyrics felt like a challenge from the get-go because with such elements it was clear that it was going to be very deep and philosophical, a song serious like a heart attack, but I thought the subject fit how the music was coming along, so I decided to go that route. Also notice that there are no vocal harmonies in the whole song. Other of my songs sometimes have like different characters or points of view, singing in different ways. Here, any of those elements would have just distracted from the subject, the lonely meditation kind of vibe I was going for. So there you have it. This is how the lasagna got made. I hope it was tasty. Naturally, it's a long song and I'm leaving a lot of things out. As the composition process this time involved so much jamming, I ended up having a lot of material that felt worth incorporate. So that's how, with time, I guess the song became so long. Well, that's all from me today. If there's some part that stood up particularly for you, or you have any questions about how I made a specific sound, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to dive deeper. If you enjoyed this and want more behind the scenes music stuff, feel free to like the video, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. See you next time.